No problem. He's coming right back to the table. He's like, come on, let's go. Let's get on with this. Debo wants to talk a little trash first. Oh, they're calling clubbing, I believe.
1 point clubbing.
1 point for clubbing. That's not a good start for Chris.
1 point clubbing.
KO Chris Thomas.
Second possession.
It wasn't awful. It really wasn't. But as you mentioned, he's been away for 8 months, so it might take him a minute to get back in the flow.
I think he's been pretty unlucky that time.
Oh, yeah, we are back and we are live. All the pew-pews for you already know how it goes. Why is that? That's because it is going down and it is on. It's Power Slap Time. And ladies and gentlemen, bring it into the stage now. Stammering, stuttering, bumbling, bringing the pain is my co-host and the man you know and love, Mr. Michael Mann. Give it up for Mr. Michael Mann. You better tell me. What up, dog? How you doing?
Gotta be honest, I forgot it was Tuesday. My girl was here, had lots of lovely time, and got really wasted. So I am bombed out of my brain. We're gonna do this and figure out.
I told you don't tell nobody you've been drinking, man. Come on. I said don't tell nobody you've been drinking. I wanted to see if the viewers themselves would be able to figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you right now, the viewers are fine with me drinking, but I just want them to have this mental image that I've been making sweet, sweet, sweet love all afternoon.
I don't want nobody wants to know that. Nobody needs to know that. Power Slap Superfan, I think it's good. Power Slap Superfan, come in. Power Slap Superfan, check your DMs, baby. Check your DMs, Power Slap Superfan. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are excited tonight. Hopefully, we believe we got definitely a lot packed into a very short period of time. You know what I'm saying? However,
you don't have to take my word for it.
We've got Power Slap 13 stuff coming up. We've got Power Slap Road to the Title Season 4 stuff coming up. We've got all sorts of news and hotness to drop on you. I've got words. We're going to hope for it. We're going to keep our fingers crossed. We're going to have Beyond the Slap himself dropping by. He dropped some hot news today. Freaking hot news.
Is he going to be able to hear me this time?
Man, I hope. That had nothing to do with me, dude. I was doing all the work. Come on now, you know that.
No,
I was doing all the work there. I was trying. I was rumbling. I was trying to do what I could do. You know what I mean? I was like, I want you guys to hear. You were
do
like,
not come.
And then again, it was like,
do not come.
But then the audio said,
I'm going to come.
You already know. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Because I love messing with him because he's so adorable. He's like a big, mushy teddy bear that you can just roast. He's a teddy bear of knowledge that I can just call a giant. He's a teddy bear of knowledge that I can just make so many cuddling jokes about him. Because his beard really does feel great against the testicles.
You don't know. You don't know that. Don't do that.
Or do I? Or do I? Yeah.
Or do you? Let's see here. All right. All right. So let's see here. Man. So before we get too deep into it, how's your week been, bro? What's been going down with you?
It's been pretty much amazing. My girl came down and she stayed the night last night and she stayed the night today. And things got weird, dude. I didn't know you can do things with puppets. You can. It's amazing.
Yes,
No, I'm telling you right now, you can learn a lot of freaky shit from Sesame Street. That's just all I'm
not. We don't. Wrong show.
Or is it the right show? It is slap
No,
bites.
it's the wrong show.
I got slapped around a few times this afternoon, and I did not dislike it.
Am I not live to Facebook? Or am I live to Facebook? Sorry, doing a little production, as you know here. I am supposed to be live to Facebook. Let me see. I'm being told I am live to Facebook. Let me see here. Let me check it out. All right. Yes, we are live. I got Amy Hall's love there. It's just my computer. Let's not show
Hello,
it. Let's see
Amy.
here.
Hello, Amy. How you doing, Amy? I hope you're doing well, Amy.
Don't you talk to her, sir. Don't you corrupt her with your evil ways.
Don't talk. I cannot talk to Amy. I cannot talk to Amy. I will send you pictures later, Amy.
Oh, yeah.
No. They are fine. It's just pictures of Mars. I am an astrologer. I love astrologist. What's an astrologer? I'm an astrologer. I like looking at pictures of...
An astrologer is somebody who practices astrology.
Astrology. Okay. Well, I just like looking at pictures of big moons.
Shazam! You know what I mean? Who doesn't, though? You know what I mean? I like big moons, and I cannot lie.
Actually,
you other brothers can't deny.
I mean, I don't.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I don't mind if they have craters. I mean, because it's fine. So, I'm an equal opportunity moon looker at her guy. Okay. I'm a moron. I know it.
I appreciate that.
What's going on in the Slapposphere? What is going on in the Slapposphere? You're the Slapposphere guy.
Man, all kinds of shiz. All kinds of shiz. We are live on Facebook. I'm just not seeing it over here, but we are, in fact, live. You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. I love, the fun thing about doing what I do is that, everybody else got lives, and it's important to understand that. I just find it, man, the problem is me and you, bro, we came from the professional world. You know what I'm saying? Where if you want something, you get it. If we tell you the show starts at 8, you're ready to go at 8.
I was on at 8. I was drunk as fuck.
No, not you. I'm not talking about you.
Okay.
I'm just used to, I'm just used to a different. I've got to adjust. It's not everybody else. It's me. The internet world is just different than like live and acting and studio and stuff like that. It's just a different world. You know what I'm saying?
Mike, I gotta do something real quick. This is my sexy dance. Tell me what you think.
That looks like a Trump dance.
No. This is a Trump dance. This is a Trump. Mine goes in. It's like I'm jerking off two guys close up.
It's an inverse Trump dance that you're doing.
It's inverted. No. I mean, Trump's outward. Trump is glory hole. I'm gangbang. All right.
My hat's crooked. Everything is off tonight, Michael, man. What do we do? Anyway. Oh my gosh, man. I don't know what's going on with everything. Guys, shout out. I was supposed to do Thursday night an interview with Amir. He got held up. And so Friday, we ran some promo stuff. We are going to be rescheduling that as soon as possible.
Wait. Amir got robbed?
No, he
got held up. What did someone put a gun in?
I might have to mute you tonight, just so you know.
No, it scared me. I thought for a second.
No, he got held up with other things. Not he got held up
with things. Oh, okay. I thought someone stole his wallet for a second. Dude, I got really scared. Thank you for clarifying that. Man, you're in the media. You have to clarify stuff. Oh. Sorry.
Give me the Red Planet pick. All right, for sure.
What's that?
Let's do a quick Instagram check. Shout out to John the Machine Davis. John Davis in the building. Thank you so much for dropping by, my brother. And
I love you, John. I named my toilet after you. It's John.
Stop it.
That's
Stop it.
Oh.
Man, I want to get into it, but I'm kind of trying to like hold for our people because this is going to be relevant. And you know, it's one of those things when you have guests about a sports thing, you don't want to like kind of cover it, and then it's like, well, now you're here, let's cover it all over again.
That's why
I was running some highlights. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Killing time till the important people get here, is what you're saying. I am killing time till the important people get here.
I don't know so much about killing time.
Okay.
Just we call it stalling. You know what I mean? So, anyway,
all right. Let's see some people.
Chris Thomas.
All right.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, nothing. I want to watch people slap people.
Fair enough. I was just going to say, this is KO Chris Thomas's return.
I got to tell you.
Oh, with the knockout and the pew-pew. Yes.
This is what he was used to.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to tell you what. He may have lost that fight, but he won the Afro competition. He won the Afro. Yes, he did. That Afro was amazing. Can we do that one more time?
Getting that soul glow.
Slow motion, please. It's going to be so awesome. Hold on.
Hey, all my Facebook viewers and or listeners, if you're listening or watching on Facebook, please drop me a chat from Facebook. Please drop me a line in the Facebook live stream so I can test that out here. Thank you so very much.
He loves pictures of your crotch. He just loves them.
Oh.
You don't have you don't have to take your pants off. Just crotch shots. It really.
Thank you.
It makes it. Mike, come on.
Thank you, as they like to say.
All right.
No, thank you. I am not that dude, so I don't want to see any of that shit.
Whatever. Okay.
We're just gonna go ahead and dive into it because we want to we want to keep it moving and we want to keep it hot. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff going down. A lot of stuff going down. We are excited. Man, what's funny is like the best news to cover, the best business, of course, is our own homie, our partner. Man, the big homie himself. You know what I'm saying? And that is beyond the slap.
Is he here?
No, he's not here yet. He said he's going to be dropping by this evening. But more importantly, he dropped some news today, and I wanted to go over that. This is interesting. So this is part 2. You know what I mean? And he is dropping the knowledge and dropping the science and dropping the heat. You know what I mean? So we are going to pull that up right now. And ladies and gentlemen, hey, Power Slap Superfan 1. Dog, where you at? Dog, come through. Come through, man. Please come through. All right, so we are going to share this, and we are going to be talking about this. Michael, man, anything that sticks out to you, make sure you kind of put in your mind, because there's so much here. I mean, in such a short video, he drops so much knowledge. So
I'm sure that my penis is so erect waiting to hear this.
Don't be weird. You're so weird. Oh, he's in the building, but before we do that, hold on. Before we do that, we got to bring him to the stage, ladies and gentlemen. They're Mike and Cam. Oh, we're coming. Bam. Power Slap Superfan is in the building. He's audio only currently, but he's in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up. All the pew-pews and the applause for the Superfan himself, Power Slap Superfan. What? How you doing, baby boy?
What's up, guys? I'm doing pretty good.
What the beard is in the building, and I tell you what, you got my attention.
Wrong guy. The other guy.
Other guy.
Yes.
No beard. Well, who am I talking to?
Gary from Michigan with the short hair.
Gary, how you doing, brother?
Doing good, buddy.
Awesome, man. Glad to have you on the show. What's on your mind? What's going on? Let's get slapping in with this. Go for it.
Not much, man. Just got home from work and thought I'd join you guys and do some of this power slap talking.
Oh God, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mike. I'm over talking you.
No, you're gonna. Yeah, I was just gonna say, heck yeah! So glad you're here. Let's watch this together and let's break some of this down because, good Lord, there's a lot there. Shout out to Terry, the man himself.
That's it.
I love Instagram for so many reasons. I hate Instagram because when you want to watch something, it always stays in that Instagram format. So
yeah, I understand. Anyway. That's it.
People. So I'm in the shower, trying to get ready for my day, and my phone's just steadily blowing up. And I'm like, okay, what the?
Okay, first of all, we can dispel the rumors. Terry does shower. Terry, I know people were asking. You know what I'm saying? So anyway,
what's going on? Why is it ringing that much? But come to find out, it's information to pass along to you guys. So here's what I got for you. First of all, earlier I said I wasn't sure about the weight classes of the new fighters.
Something is going on.
I thought it was at least just all 155ers, possibly other divisions. Well, I have confirmed now that there is other divisions here in town training. I know there's a 205er here, some middleweights. So there is some new fighters in all divisions. Make sure you pay attention to this platform.
There are new fighters in all divisions coming in. We just got that established. That is a new 100%.
This is what I learned.
Hold on. We're just doing that now.
I'll shut up.
Be interviewing.
Okay, we're gonna lock that one in, and then we're moving.
Some of them this week.
This is what his sounds like
at the Fighter Hotel, and introducing them to you guys for the first time. So if you're not following me yet, you
say what? What, Mike?
Nothing. Let's keep listening.
Oh all right.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Go ahead and hit that follow button down below. Also, for coaches, I did confirm earlier that Wolverine will be one of the coaches for these fighters, but I have now confirmed that Babyface is also on a flight here to Las Vegas if he doesn't land.
Babyface Power Slap is on a flight. I'm going to refresh this because for some reason it's acting weird. Maybe my computer's taxed right now. I don't know.
Trying to get ready for your day, and my phone's just steadily blowing up. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck is going on? Why is it ringing that much? But come to find out, it's information to pass along to you guys. So here's what I got for you. First of all, earlier I said I wasn't sure about the weight classes of the new fighters. I thought it was at least just all 155ers, possibly other divisions. Well, I have confirmed now that there is other divisions here in town training. I know there's a 205er here, some middleweights. So there is some new fighters in all divisions. Make sure you pay attention to this platform. I will be interviewing some of them this week at the Fighter Hotel and introducing them to you guys for the first time. So if you're not following me yet, you need to be. Go ahead and hit that follow button down below. Also, for coaches, I did confirm earlier that Wolverine will be one of the coaches for these fighters.
Wolverine will be a coach.
Confirmed that Babyface is also on a flight here to Las Vegas if he hasn't landed already.
So we know for a fact for the next season, Wolverine will be a coach. He was a coach before. He's about to be a coach again. That's going to be a beast of a team.
Robert Trujillo, I'm seeing he's here in Las Vegas. And I just got confirmation from a good friend of mine that he will be a special guest coach to you fighters here this week. So without dropping his name, look forward to a special guest helping you guys out. Also, this is a first heard. I have for people, it's only rumor, it's not confirmed. I am hearing that the next event, Power Slap 13, may not be taking place in Dallas, Texas after all.
Okay, so this is a big deal that kind of breaks my heart. We'll get into it because I had a whole plan, man. We were putting together a big plan for Dallas. However, they'll come. They'll come.
And again, this is not confirmed, but I am hearing that Saudi Arabia is a possibility for the next event. So again, if you're not following me, you need to be following me, and I keep you guys posted. As soon as I get the information, I'll jump out of the shower and give it to you guys.
He lives in the shower. See, Terry just lives in the shower. You know what I mean? He lives in the shower. He gets information. He drops it to us, and he goes back in the shower. He's a very clean guy. We love him for that. All right. Let me unmute you now. Michael, man, how you doing, baby boy?
Now, I'm going to tell you right now, it was rude, but I accept it. I accept it. First off, the first time you did the video, it sounded like he had hiccups. It sounded like, hey, there will be... but then I understand. I didn't shut the fuck up, and then it went through. I am
okay. We had technical issues.
I am very
disappointed. That out.
I am very disappointed.
Power Slap Superfan, how you doing? Can you hear
good,
me?
buddy.
You still there?
Oh, I'm still good.
All right, cool. We just wanted to check in real fast.
All
right, Michael, man, you're very disappointed.
I'm very disappointed it's not going through Dallas, but I totally understand. I totally understand. Dallas is a sports city. It's a huge sports city. Dallas, Irving, I get it, but it does break my heart it's not going through Dallas.
You know, and that's the thing. If they're having some issues with that, you know, I think that it's important to know. I'm just going to pull up my man's page here. So while he's talking, you have a reference and you know where to go if you want to see more. There's his Instagram page. Superfan, talk to me. What do you think about this Power Slap 13 business? Because it was going to be in Miami. For those that don't know, I know you do, but for the people listening, it was going to be in Miami. Then it was going to be in Dallas. Now it might be in Saudi. What do you know about that?
What it sounded like they're going to put it in Saudi. So, as far as everybody knows, that could be the possibility.
Right.
But you know, it really takes away the United States audience. And I get it. There's a big audience for it in Saudi. But if you don't have the live events in the States, you're not going to. I mean, let's be honest. UFC, back when the UFC was just Ultimate Fighting, it wasn't that big. It had to take that grassroots thing to make it happen.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. I think taking it to Saudi, I understand it business-wise. I don't understand it for the long haul, where you're building a grassroots thing for this in the United States, where people go and see this stuff live. And live is a different story. Like everything. Football is different live. UFC is different. WWF's different. It really does kind of break my heart that they're taking it out of the States and taking it to Saudi. It does. It kind of breaks my heart.
Fair enough. Superfan, what do you think about that?
I kind of feel the same way, but I understand where they're trying to get the worldwide audience, with it too. So,
yeah.
And a lot has to do with, the money, they got a lot of money over there that they're offering for these guys to go over there and stuff. So
Saudi's a major market.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Right now, if you notice, for all of us following, Power Slap is growing at exponential speeds, and I think that's what they need. They need capital. I think Dana White, he's a shrewd businessman. And if you look at it, Power Slap is making those moves. They've got bigger sponsors, but what they need is money. It's the lifeblood of anything. They need that support. They need that sponsorship. And I feel like they're thinking to themselves from a promoter point of view, okay, so I can get 2,000 people here stateside, but it's not coming together, right? And I have a downside of possibly breaking even or not making that much money. Whereas if I go to Saudi, right, and I go over there, I got, I don't know how much, but I'm assuming at least a cool mill, because I'm thinking plane tickets alone, hotel alone, because those guys got to be there at least 4 days, right? It's a 2-day trip there, and they need at least a day to, acclimate. So
it's also
last time they were there for a whole week. So
yeah.
Well, it's also this. Are you thinking short-term money, or are you thinking long-term money? I totally get it. The Saudi and all, they have that short-term money. They are going to effing pay you. They're going to effing pay you. They always do. If you go to Dubai, you're getting paid. But it's like I kind of think about this like the way wrestling started with the territories, where you got paid chicken shit and all this stuff, and it built and it built and it built, and it was something that you built a homegrown fan base. You're not going to build a homegrown fan base in Saudi Arabia. You're not. A homegrown fan base is in the United States of America, which is the third largest country in the fucking world.
Yeah, I think that is something. I also think that there is the schedule. You understand when they were, they were trying to plan out the Power Slap schedule in, August of last year. They sat down and started doing that. You don't just call a venue and go, hey, next week I want to do Power Slap there. It takes a lot of time. UFC Power Slap, even a comedy show, you know that. It takes time to build, and something as big as Power Slap with all the moving parts. So what I think is, I mean, it's at that point, it's like, okay, we're trying for Miami, falls through. We're trying for Dallas, falls through. Well, fuck, what do we got left? You know what I mean? Well, we know we can make $1 million if we go, okay, well, it's going to be a little bit longer, but otherwise we don't have a place right now, because I know the next one is 100% going to be in Vegas. They don't want to do Vegas back to back. And was it Dana who said that they have at least 4 actual events locked in to Saudi Arabia for 2025? This is a good way to clear one off the list. So, while I prefer it here, I think their hands might be tied, and it's either completely not do one till June or send one over to Saudi.
Well, then do smaller shows in Saginaw, Michigan, Salt Lake City, Utah, all these.
That is not the UFC business model, my brother. That is not.
I understand that, but it's how you build a grassroots movement. That's grass. I'm telling you right now, the UFC movement. The UFC wasn't the UFC. UFC was Ultimate Fighting, and Ultimate Fighting was a grassroots movement that fucking Dana White bought, and he changed the model. But yeah, Ultimate Fighting was grassroots. It damn sure was.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, everything is grassroots. If you want to break that down.
I mean, I am nowhere near the genius Dana White is. I am not.
Superfan, do you think that UFC was grassroots, or do you think it was Dana White's marketing?
You got to remember, UFC.
I said Superfan. I didn't say Michael Mann.
I think a lot had to do with Dana White and the way he marketed it, because when he first got it, it wasn't doing worth anything,
It was a lost leader, except for the leader part.
It was, and then he stepped in, and it turned it around. He really took it from nothing, and now look at it, multi-billion almost dollar company, starting to get there.
I think it was evaluated at 20 mil. Or 20 bill. I'm sorry, 20 billion last time.
He took something that had a grassroots movement. I'm telling you right now, if no one knew what Ultimate Fighter was, then UFC never would have been nothing. Everyone knew what Ultimate Fighter was. He took it and made it something better. He did. But we all knew what Ultimate Fighter was. I mean, come on. That was Ken Shamrock. It was...
that was UFC, but that was Dana White days still. Before that, you had that stupid stuff, like you had a dude coming out with one boxing glove on. Okay, so if you're any kind of fight fan at all, if you love combat sports, you understand what a stupid idea it would be to go out into a mixed martial arts match with a boxing glove on.
It was mixed martial arts with no weight classes and no rules, is what it was. That was Horace Gracie. You remember Horace Gracie, don't you? Oh, if you don't know you know who Horace Gracie is, don't you? Absolutely, I know you do. I mean, and he was the first Ultimate Fighter champion, and he beat big old fat dudes.
Yeah, we do love that, but what we love more is Power Slap currently. I did want to ask Superfan a quick question, just because I haven't got to ask you, man. Have you been able to check out any Slap Fight Championship stuff?
A little bit.
Were you able to check out the Nuruddin, the Amir stuff?
I seen that one.
What did you think? What was your opinion on that?
I was amazed.
Oh, it's awesome.
To see Amir come back from, all the losses in Power Slap, and get released, and then to go over there and do what he did to John, like put him right out on number 1, so.
Absolutely. What are your thoughts on his future, man? Do you think he's going to be able to skip the line and kind of maybe in the next fight or two go for the title?
Maybe. I think it's going to take a couple more than that, but it just really depends on how they run that organization. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair enough. And while I'm talking to you, man, we know you're a huge fan, and we know we know you love the sport, man. Tell us something that the average fan may not know about Power Slap.
There's a lot of behind the scenes work, man. Them guys are always doing things like they're going out now to do a bunch of training to train these new guys, and that's a new thing to everybody, you know.
Yeah.
So that's something huge there that these guys are being able to come in and work with two of the best out there right now to solve some of the stepping problems, some of the fouls,
clubbing, yeah,
all that. You know what I'm saying?
Now, you said something really interesting to me, and this is just piggybacking off of Mike's question. Is what is a workout that these guys do that you wouldn't think would be associated with slap fighting, but really does help them with with their career? Because I mean, you do squats, it's not helping you in slap fighting. What you've seen these guys work out. What is something that you've seen working out that you really helps them, and you can see something that works there?
I haven't seen them, but I've heard of multiple guys talk about the rice bucket and how that helps out their forearms and stuff there and their wrist and everything.
Please, but please, I don't think we know what the rice bucket is. I don't know what it is. Can you tell me what that is?
Put rice in a bucket and you put your hand in there and you squeeze it and you move it around, and it's just constantly working your hands, you know. You're squeezing it like you would like a lemon butt inside of a bucket of rice, you know.
Also, you jam your hands in there over.
Yeah, so there's constant pressure against it, you know.
Yeah.
So
no, that's really No, I'm trying to get this in my head. It's a big bucket of rice. They put their hand in there, and they're squeezing, and they're punching, and they're moving. That's what's happening.
Yeah, it's the force of the rice, you know, helping them work them muscles, you know.
Right. So, Michael, man, when a sad, lonely old man pays you $25 and what he does in your butthole, same thing they do in a bucket of rice. Same thing.
Now, that's one of the most interesting things I've learned on this podcast. That is so I never even would have thought about that. And thank you, man. That is so educational.
And another thing I've seen, like Babyface, he showed it on his Instagram and stuff.
Yeah,
he does the rubber band in the neck, you know, for the neck exercise.
So important.
And I'll tell you what, I've seen a huge change in Babyface since he started doing that. You know, he's been able to eat them slaps so much better than he used to, you know, and he's still eating them, you know, but he's just a little bit better, it seems like.
And that's what I thought about. And a lot of this, and I talked about this, I always thought a lot of this was just about your neck and how to be able to hold your neck straight and your trap strength and all this stuff. And now you're talking about they're using rubber bands and stuff like this. They get really in depth in this, don't they?
Oh yeah, the last time I was out, last couple of times out in Vegas, they've been building an addition on the UFC Apex, and what I'm told is it's supposed to be for power slap guys and girls to use for training.
Nice. So, quick question, because we got to keep rolling here. What do you know about Power Slap Road to the Title Season 4? Power Slap Road to the Title Season 4. Sorry, it took a second to spit it all out. I'm excited, man. I think this is going to be, or I'll tell you this, and I don't want to sound like an idiot a month or two from now. I think this has the potential to be the best season yet. And I think that because, one, man, if you're a fan like we are, it's so rewarding to see the journey. I mean, you can watch Power Slap Road to the Title Season 1 and then just Season 3 or, the last, Las Vegas fight. And there's such a difference, right? That just the quality is higher. The fighters are more intense. I think they've dialed in more training, that kind of thing there. So I think given all that, and you have two serious belt holders. You have Wolverine, who is no diggity, earned it, been there from the beginning, a true OG in every sense of the word. And same thing with Babyface. But man, you know me, dude. I mean, maybe you don't. I've said this, full disclosure. The reason we don't really have fighters on this show is because we want to be able to say what we want to say. And we don't want to be biased towards or against any fighters. We want to just be the fans. We want to be the guys sitting at the bar and you come sit at our table. We talk about the power slap matches, have a couple. You know what I mean? Have a good time. That's what we do, right?
Exactly.
However, I got my favorites. And Babyface Power Slap by far is one of my favorites. I'm sorry. But that's because that dude is the realest of the real, man. I hope he's in Vegas right now having a drink, getting the love from his new team, all of that. But so shout out. And we're going to give a little to Babyface all day. And of course, I love Wolverine, but he's not really fighting. But as far as fighters, I got three.
And I have something to say about Wolverine, okay? And I mean this with the greatest respect because he's one of the greatest to ever do it, okay? He's one of the greatest ever to do it. He retired on top, and I think the man deserves all the respect in the world. But just because you're a great performer does not mean you're a great coach. Everybody is throwing all this.
But he already coached and did a great job.
Wait, you're not.
He already coached Power Slap and did a great job. I'm trying to cut your train off. I know I'm cutting you off, but I'm cutting you off intentionally and on purpose, my brother, because you know what I'm saying. So,
and like I said, I'm not disrespecting the man. The man deserves every accolade he has. Okay, but you know, he's been retired a goddamn month. He's been retired a month. Period. Okay.
Oh, he's there.
What's up, guys?
Shout out to Michigan. That would be another rapper dead for popping off at the mouth with shit I shouldn't have said. You know what I'm saying? They said, "Hey,
Do not come.
on video."
Do not come.
The Power Slap Superfan said,
I'm gonna come.
"Yeah, baby. So glad to have you here."
But now you've heard what I said, haven't you?
We've tried not to. We've tried very hard not to.
I am being totally honest. The man's been retired for a month. Everyone's treating him like Slap Jesus because
that's another guy, but who's actually not that good. But that's another thing.
Yeah, but I mean, I understand the man has every accolade in the world, and it's great. I understand he's coaching, but let's see what he does with the coaching.
He's gonna kill it. He's gonna kill it. He's gonna kill it.
He was out there for 12, training the guys for that. They were, him and Babyface were last month.
Yes, exactly. Sorry, go ahead.
I am not being a bitch. I'm just saying, let's wait and see.
Are you sure?
You crowned him.
You don't have to take my word for it.
You have crowned him the king of slap coaching.
No, we haven't crowned him the king. We're saying he is excellent at what he does. He coached a whole team, a whole last team by himself. He's one of the. There's been 3 seasons of Power Slap. He's already coached one of them. He holds the belt. He lost the belt and then came back and got it back. The man has suffered adversity. You have no idea his. Hold on.
I'm saying
you have no idea his history in slap fight championships. He's a true champ in every sense of the word and a great trainer in every sense of the word. In fact, talking about that, the Babyface Power Slap is actually untested, right?
He's not even listening to me. All right, yeah, keep talking.
No, we did listen. We gave you like a solid 7 minutes, bro. So anyway, if you couldn't get it said, then sorry. So, Superfan, what do you think? Who do you think is going to be the better coach, Babyface or Wolverine?
I think they both have their advantages, because like the last time I was out there for 12, I was talking to Babyface, and he said he learned some things from Wolverine, and then he said he's seen Wolverine watching him train his people. So I think they're learning from each other different styles and different ways to slap, to defend, whatever.
Absolutely. And once again, man, I think everything has just advanced so much that the sport has legitimately gotten more fun to watch, more interesting because it's progressing and evolving. It's a great evolution. And it's,
And
once
it
again,
is
really rewarding to be a part
because
of.
we can argue about it now. It's interesting because we can argue about it now. There's not just one greatest. There's not just one best. There is perceptions of what is what. So we can argue about it. Thank you very much.
Yes, we can argue about it, Michael, man.
But you don't have to take my word for it.
Anyway, so super fan. I'm excited about season 4 coming up. I'm excited about all the new guys coming up. We haven't got to really talk to you since the rankings and stuff came up. We did that ranking show. They did drop the lightweights. How do you feel about where the rankings are right now?
I think they're very close to where they should be.
Okay. I agree. I pretty much agree. There's like maybe, man, you know how it is. There's always when you have good competition. Yeah.
My thing is the middleweights. I cannot
Hold on,
judge.
man. Let our guest answer, Michael, man. Let's not interrupt our guests. I love you.
I just feel there's a few of them that may need a couple matches to prove that they deserve to be in that spot,
Agreed.
Like all the love to Zell, but you can't, he was in middleweight and he dropped down to welterweight and he got ranked quite high. I'd like to see him have a match or two before they rank him in the top 5.
I agree.
Does he deserve a title shot? Oh yeah, he definitely deserves a title shot, but maybe have a match or two in welterweight to prove that he deserves that title shot. Maybe go against a KO or a Manny or a Scott or whoever. Even Andrew Fields. Look at that last win he got this last event. That was huge. So.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely correct. I do gotta say, oh, sorry, I'm so sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you actually mentioned Andrew Fields, and I'm going to tell you right now, that's a name that slipped my mind. I have been watching him. It's that's a really good call. That slipped my mind. Yeah, there's a lot of these guys that are under that really shouldn't be under. I think they're like kind of yeah. It's really weird because these lightweights and middleweights are so close. It's so hard to tell. Yep. It's just so hard to tell. Mike, please take over. I'm sorry, I did not mean to interrupt you.
No, it's all good. What do you? Okay, so with that in mind, and shout out to Babyface again. The whole freaking Power Slap world revolves around him, and I don't think he ever planned on that. The man just wanted to come slap, make his money, live his life, but all of a sudden he's been elevated, and that's what you love is when it's truly organic. Going back to that, right? So one thing that kind of stuck in my craw, and once again, we're talking to the super fan here, so we're gonna get it real, we're gonna get it raw. That's why I love talking to super fans. So one thing that kind of stuck in my craw from you're not muted, Michael, man. One thing is that as soon as he won the belt, he ran over to Babyface and he's like, now I want to fight you. And I kind of hated that. You know what I'm saying? It was like, man, let's build up this division, right? And then you got KO Chris running up to him already. And I think that's hilarious because I think that, maybe there's somebody else in that division that deserves that shot first. When you saw Trujillo do that, man, what was your thoughts on that? And then maybe to a greater extent, what do you think about how that affects the lightweight division?
That's kind of huge, for him to, be the new champion of the lightweight and then wanting to challenge the welterweight,
Right.
Same thing, yeah, I know you're a title holder, but you need to deserve that opportunity to get that title shot, That's kind of like the crazy Hawaiian dropping down to heavyweight. And he just, to me, you just can't drop down and get a title shot because that's what you want. You got to have a match or two, it seems like, just to prove that you can hold up to him. Yeah, you're a super heavyweight, but when you lose that much weight and stuff, it does affect you.
The only exception in any combat sport ever for that is John Jones. You know what I mean? Once you're John Jones, you get to do what you want. But other than that, I completely agree. So,
I have something really important to say about this, and I think it's very true, and I think it's for the sport in general. All right. The reason why he did that is it was to get attention on the fight, attention on it. I mean, if you go up there and this is something that Conor McGregor has done. Everyone has done, and the WWF has done. You have to get eyes on the fight, and you do it any way you can. And it might be showbiz, might be some razzmatazz. It's like, oh, your mother's a whore, blah blah blah, whatever. But if it gives eyes on the fight, I think it's good. I just think it's good. It's the whole thing. There's no such thing as bad press. I mean, there's a limit. There's a limit. But I think there's no problem with a fighter getting another fighter's face, all this other kind of stuff. It brings eyes to it. When you think that you have, if Dumpling hates the goddamn the Hawaiian, the Mad Hawaiian, and you think they really hate each other, that's going to bring eyes on the fight. I think anything that brings eyes on the fight is good. Period. End of story. This is
right. Well, and we're not seeing it's not the issue there, brother. Is that the fight we want? Now, I wanted to pull this up just as a point of reference here. And what I like is that when I do that, come on now. There we go. I wanted to pull this up as a point of reference. This is a great one. Shout out to Slap News for this. You have Reigns at champ, right? 630 days Wolverine has been a champion and held his belt. So that's amazing. Robert Trujillo, who we're talking about right now, has only had his belt 21 days, right? And even though it's so weird calling him Brandon Bordeaux, it's just weird calling him that, right? He's had the stuff before, you know what I mean? Shout out, I didn't realize Babyface had his belt for almost a year now.
Yeah.
Shout out him, dude. Hell to the yes. So now gotta ask the final question as we round the bend, coming to the end. Gotta ask the super fan this one here. Because we talked about Babyface and all of that, who would you like to see as his number one?
Oh man, that's a hard one there. You know, there's a lot of matches I'd really like to see him. You know, him and Andrews Fields, they've had one before, and that went all the way. That would be an awesome one.
Yeah.
Maybe KO Chris, but we know what happened last time. So
yeah.
Hey,
but that'd be a hell of a rematch, though.
Like,
that'd be a hell of a rematch.
Don't get me wrong, I love Manny to death and stuff, but we've already had what, 2 of those now.
Yeah, I think both of them need to go fight someone else for their own growth. I think they need to go. Yeah, and I think that the key there is that we build up that match. You know what I mean? What would be smart is to build up that rematch by having them go out. They each face someone else. If they win, they get the rematch, right?
Yeah.
So you're already pumping up 3 matches. You know what I mean? You've got 3 matches to promote, and these guys have legit motivation.
Or
and
maybe
then they get
have
back...
a Manny versus a Zell for the #1 contender, even. You know.
Yes.
I gotta tell you this. Let's put you on the spot. If you had to put your main event, your pay-per-view, this is all the money, pay-per-view, what's your match?
I would have to go with that's a rough one there. There's so many good ones. There's so many good ones. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know like Azell would be a great one. I think him and Azell would be a freaking fantastic.
That to me is the one that's got to happen. We should all use all of our power slap might and put Rodriguez and Blackburn. You know what I mean? To me, that's the one.
If you go back to Blackburn and Fields, you know, that was 3 rounds, and they went 3 rounds. You know, and You know, he messed up Blackburn's eye and everything that he did, but you know that was a heck of a match. It went.
Let's do this. Let's do this, but then with 8 rounds.
I think 8 rounds would make a huge difference. You would see a definite winner.
You would see a winner with 8 rounds. You definitely would.
I think you put Manny. I think you put Manny and KO in #1 contenders, and you put Babyface and Azael together for a championship match. Both of those matches, I feel like a Manny versus KO Chris match would be every bit as interesting and exciting as the championship match, other than the belt. It would be a hell of a match to watch, man. And then you have sorry, guys.
I have a great idea. Let's do our WrestleMania slap fights. You have your opener, our big 3 are WrestleMania slap fights. It's just our thing. It's our thing. We build it, and that's it. Our WrestleMania slap fights, and let's see what we come up with.
We're working on it, man. Damian, as we can see here, Damian's been out a while. It's time for Damian to defend his belt, right?
Oh yeah,
it's slap fights. You got to put up or shut up, right? So, is it Dorian next? Is it Nate?
Dorian just had that title shot back in
I know. So,
we got a lot of young guys coming up in that division too that are making some good, like Wes Mena.
Yeah, and number 4, James Seekman. I don't see too many people beating him, and I know other people kind of doubt him. But dude, his neck is a stump. The dude is young. The dude is big. He's big for his weight class. And he hasn't lost yet. You know what I mean? So
not trying to get off from sidetrack or anything, but he's a great guy too. That James is.
He is, man. Shout out to him. Actually, he's one of my. Once again, I'm going to tell you, my guys that I'm biased, like hardcore bias, is going to be James Seekman, of course, my man Luke Simons like diamonds, and then of course Babyface Power Slap are my, and then to a little bit same extent also Kaylee is one of those dudes, man. These are the dudes that showed me love in the beginning, so I'm always going to show them love. You know what I'm saying?
Have you seen him and Wes Drain going on their little cross country adventure?
Yeah, that's so fun, dude.
I think it's
I'm mad they're not marketing it more.
I think it's awesome that they just had a match, and then he knocked Wesley out, but they're off going to Canada and East Coast. I guess tomorrow they're going to Branson, Missouri and stuff. So I think that's pretty cool to see those guys doing that stuff.
Man, okay, so I'm an Oklahoma boy, currently back in Oklahoma, lived in Hawaii for almost 20 years. And I can tell you, man, it is weird, but Oklahoma boys and Hawaii boys just get along. We're similar people. You know what I mean? I can't tell you why or how, but, still some of my closest friends in the world are from Hawaii. I haven't, been back in about 10 plus years. But there's some about Oklahoma and Hawaii boys. We just connect and we click. And I love the fact that Oklahoma boy Wesley Drain and Hawaii boy Kaylee are out there together killing it, man. Congratulations to them. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm a Mississippi boy. That just means I make out with my cousins. So all right.
Oh no.
Okay.
I don't think that has anything to do with Mississippi. I think that's all about you, baby. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm saying probably it's got to be a heavyweight match or a welterweight match for the next championship. So for the next card, for Power Slap 13, I'm assuming Damian or Babyface or both will be headlining that card. That's my call. We had Beyond the Slap Terry on the other night, and I was like, clearly, if Ron has dropped his belt and Vernon just took a big hit, you know what I mean? Then that means the belt is vacant, and it only makes sense to have somebody like Luke fight a Austin or a Russell out of those 3 guys to see who would be the next champ. He told me I was way off and that I was wrong on that. And so, sit back on that and just wait because there's more coming. So
that's adorable. It's not going to happen because you would actually call a good fight, and they won't call a good fight. You would call a good fight. You should be the booker. You're not the booker, so that's not going to happen.
Well,
But,
I mean,
okay.
I think it comes down to it makes sense. I mean, if Ron is if
it
Wolverine is listen, if Wolverine is coaching, there's a good chance he's going to be fighting again. I mean, come on. You know what I mean? It's very hard to retire from something like that you love, and you live for, and you're a champion, and you're one of the best in the world at it, and you're going to be around it 24/7, and you're not going to want to do it again. You know what I mean? I think it's fair that we see him back on the stage one more time, at least. So, what are your thoughts on that, babyface? And then we're going to close out.
I think that's going to happen too, you know. So, but I also see maybe Dumpling getting a shot too in Saudi Arabia with someone. So
again, yeah. The thing about that is that I don't see anybody really. I mean, I don't know. I don't know enough about the super heavyweights, and they're really not covered all that much. Save for Hawaiian and Dumpling, they haven't really been covered all that much. They haven't been featured. So
Dumpling's still the champion, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
No,
yeah.
I'd like to see Babyface have a title shot, but I think they want to keep him more towards the home matches, you know.
Yeah, well, he'll sell local tickets in a way that, like, and that makes a lot of sense because Dumpling won't sell tickets locally the way Babyface Power Slap will.
Exactly.
Quite honestly, I mean, that's the thing. There are certain fighters, like, I will go to Vegas, but there are certain fights I want to see, and if I'm gonna have to take that time away from my work and spend that money, I want to see the fights I want to see. So
exactly.
Well, Mike, I'll tell you, I'm a huge Dumpling fan. I've been.
You are. Hey, man, you called him when me and the slap fight Gandalf himself were telling you were wrong. You said, no, I'm holding Dumpling down. And who was wrong and who was right? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mike. Yeah.
I just have a lot of faith in a guy. He's a big, strong man with a big, strong hand. And he has a big, thick neck. And that's something you were talking about the necks of these guys when they work out. You really have to have a strong chin. And a strong chin just means a strong neck. You have to have a strong neck.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'd look at. I look at these guys' traps. I look at their necks, and I look at their hands. That's all I look at. And
all right, we got one last question for Babyface but for Superfan before we head out for the night, and that is, man, where do you see it going? Where do you see Power Slap going in, for the rest of 2025 and that kind of thing there? Also, my birthday's Thursday, so wish me happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Hope you have a good one. I see it going up from here. I just hope they can keep on with the good matches and expanding the classes, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe it is time for the women's champion, women's
absolutely.
It really is. That's a good, yeah, you're right.
Oh, maybe we can get some midgets in there or something,
I'm not fighting anybody.
Man, that's the see, and that's
I did hear that they were talking about having influencers starting to slap at events, so that could be something, dude.
Mike slapped me once, but it was on the ass, and it don't count.
No, but hey, man, that's I like that. That's word right there. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
Not the word, but I love that idea. Of course, you're gonna know, man. That's why we have you on. That's why everybody should go follow you. I'm trying to post your stuff right now, man.
Absolutely.
My Instagram or my StreamYard has been acting funny. I might be taxing it, as you grow and you get more fancy widgets and that kind of thing. And I think I might be taxing it. Let me see if I can do this public. And we're going to pin it, paste. Everybody go follow my man, Power Slap Superfan, right there on the screen. You know what I'm saying? We got him up.
I see him. Oh my God! Look at there's the Superfan right there. I see you, brother.
You go follow him. Yes, make sure you follow Power Slap Superfan. He knows, and not only that, all the fighters love him, all the insiders love him, and he's me, right? But he loves this sport so much that if you love this sport or even enjoy it, he's the dude. Look at that. The Bell Emperor. Look at that autograph poster, son. Yeah. Oh, I never saw that.
That's from the Wolverine. That's match worn jersey there.
Wow. See.
Also got this cool Beyond the Slap
Yeah.
poster. It's autograph.
I want to be on the slap. Ron, if you're listening, I want to be on the slap poster too.
You see this? This is pretty cool. This is a Power Slap 9 from Abu Dhabi. This was for the journalist only.
Nice.
So that's kind of a cool piece. So,
wow.
Dude, you should show me 5 minutes
I also
ago.
have, this is Wesley Drain's jersey.
Oh, the Smokes jersey, man.
Yeah, that was his jersey when he went against John Davis for the title.
Nice.
Oh. Dude, you're trying to give me a hard on, ain't you? You're just sitting here trying to give me a boner, and you did it. All right.
You can see all the stuff I have, buddy.
Awesome, brother. That is awesome, man. That's awesome. You fucking rock.
And I got what?
It was Babyface that started it all. Right back here, there's a picture where there's a frame with his shirt in there that he came up and we met at the bar we did. And just a minute, I'll grab it. It's pretty cool, man.
I gotta see it. We gotta see it now. We gotta see it now.
But you don't have to take my word for it.
Look at this shit. This is real live stuff. He owns this shit. This is not shit you buy off of eBay. You own this shit. Look at that.
Now then. That is awesome. Yes.
This is the piece that started it all, man. This is my very first piece here. You know, dude, I got a hold of him, and his brother lives up here by me, which I didn't know. And so he's like, yeah, I'll come up. And we ended up meeting at the bar, and we hung out there for hours. And it was a good old time. He signed this, and we took some pictures. And that's kind of what started it all, you know. So
that is,
I'm the super fan, but Anthony is the one who started it all for me, and that's pretty cool, you know.
No, that's beyond cool. That is fucking incredible. You got in on the ground level, dude. These are guys that started it out, and you have their fucking autographs. Are you serious?
And jerseys, bro. So badass, man. And jerseys.
That's like getting Mike Tyson's autograph when he was in the fucking Olympics. That's fucking awesome.
It is. Absolutely. He is not wrong there. He's wrong a lot. He's not wrong this time.
But no, it's been a great journey, man. You know, like I said, I've been to 5 of them now. My wife went with me to the last one. That was her very first one, and she just loved it. She wants to go to more, so.
Dude,
it's nice to be that I've taken my sister with me to 2 of them now, and she lives in California, and she just loves them too. So it's nice being able to take family and friends to it, and them fall in love with it just as well as I have, and as you guys have, and all these other people have, you know. So.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, I wasn't smiling. I'm smiling so much. You made this a family event. You have so much stuff that I am so jealous of. This rocks beyond belief. You are you are a badass, and I love you to death. The shit that you've done for this sport, just for being there from the jump. You were there from the jump.
Yep.
And if you're not proud of you, I am so proud of you. I'm so happy to know you. I'm so happy to call you a friend.
Appreciate it, and it's good to know you guys and call you guys family and friends too, you know. So you know, this all started over me and my son sitting around one night watching some AEW wrestling on TBS, and then we seen the commercial for next week, the very first edition of Power Slap, you know, in the house one, you know, and that's what started it all, was that there. So
it's just a little it just takes one little spark. Little spark, man. One little spark. That's it.
Absolutely. Okay, so everybody knows where we can find you there. Sorry, guys, we're a little over right now. We got to call it for the showtime. Michael Mann, let everybody know where they can find you.
You can find me at Michael Mann CMD, and you can also find me on OnlyFans. Stick your fist up my ass, and that's it.
You're gonna have to pay me for that. We want to send a shout out to all of our support, absolutely beyond the slap. Please follow for all great information. Power Slap Superfan. What I love about you, brother, you earned this. I know you weren't even thinking that, but what I was thinking is you were showing this stuff, man, and talking about your experience. You have earned the title Power Slap Superfan. You probably are the best superfan there is in any sport, and we appreciate you for that, man. That is badass right there. Not trying to dick ride or anything. I'm not like, oh, I love you, but I do love you. But I do love you. You know what I'm saying? So, and then finally, guys, we got some breaking news. We got to leave on this right here, man. This is interesting stuff. This is from the champ himself. Now, remember, it is April Fool's. It is April Fool's. However, we got to see this and see if it's we got to see this and see what's going on there. Yeah, man, everything is so darn glitchy. Sorry about that, guys. We're gonna get that all worked out. All right. So this is champion of heavyweight DeBell. He just dropped this a couple hours, as you see, 3 hours ago.
Let me just start off by even if you're through, I'm retiring from Power Slap.
He doesn't. He's a bad actor.
A great opportunity for me to make money, to go on to do what I want to do. But I got offered another opportunity, a next step in my life, if you will, and yeah, I can't do both at the same time. So, as hard as it is for me to really put, I don't do all this emotional, but I appreciate all the fans and the people that I've met. I've met my best friends here. I've had some great times. I've traveled the world, and I'm excited to see if there's any opportunities for me to stay and just be involved in any way I can. But I hope y'all keep supporting Power Slap and keep supporting me in anything I'm trying.
Man, my man is joking. That is some April Fool's ish for you right there. All day. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Power Slap Superfan. Tell the folks what they need to know. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
I said that smile on his face gives him away.
All day. He's a good fighter, not a great actor. And that's okay. We don't need him to act.
That's fine.
Tell the people what you got coming up next, Superfan.
We're just waiting around to see
and you'll come back?
When they start. We're seeing to see when that next event is. Let's see where they put that at. Let's hope it's in the States, but looking like it's going to be overseas. But if so, there's always, watch it here on YouTube. And maybe we'll get a hold of the card. So.
And you can catch me at Michael Man.
I've been thinking about that. That dude just seems like he's
a really good guy. He really is.
That dude just seems like he's got so much going on, but I would love to have him. I feel like I didn't realize that we have a similar look. I look like his son, basically. You know what I'm saying? With the hat and the glasses. Yeah. And I was like, my man is stealing my... He had it first. Right. But he's got the gray beard. I don't quite have a whole gray beard yet. But I think he's a brother out there, and I would love to have a conversation. That would be huge. That would be a big deal.
Oh, yeah, man.
So if you talk to him, man, let him know. We have a stupid little show here, and we'd love to have him on anytime. So, yeah.
Oh, I sure will, man. I talked to him quite a bit, and I'll let him know that.
All right, Michael Man, what's your Instagram, baby?
You can catch me at Michael Man CMDY on X. You can also look me up on OnlyFist. I don't know. I seriously don't remember what my goddamn Instagram is. Mike has literally told me you have 3 Instagrams. I don't remember any of them. And I don't remember the goddamn I don't remember the passwords. I just don't. So I will try to put things up on Instagram. They might be dick pics. I don't know. It's just
we love it, Michael Man. He's gonna try, but you know what? Follow his Facebook. It's gonna be fine. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get him. You know what I
mean? I love you.
Thank you so much, Michael Man. We love you.
He's telling me to shut up.
All right, guys.
Me.
Thank you so much for tuning in. As you know, for you always get the pews because Power Slap Time is your show. And remember, if you can't slap it, it ain't worth slapping. And we are out. Thank you, Superfan.
Oh boy.